Hey folks, right now we're looking at the General Electric 7-2940 4-band radio, which was produced in the mid-1980s, as far as I can tell from the literature that came with it. I purchased it on eBay in the original box, which original box got some water staining and everything, but luckily the radio is pretty much perfect. Even has the original sticker, which I don't have the heart to take off. So we'll give an overview of the physical attributes, and then I'll give you a couple opinions about it. So you can see on the front, here we have the all-important volume, power knob, the tone knob between low and high, band selector, which has a little day glow orange indicator to let you know which band you're on. So 2 TV bands, one which includes a weather, AM, and of course FM on the top. The antenna just pulls straight out, doesn't bend at all. It's a pretty long antenna. It's a little less than 3 feet, probably 30-inch, 32-inch or so. On the side, have the tuning knob and a stereo, and I did check it. It is indeed stereo. Headphone jack on the back. There's the power cord, which I haven't measured, but I'm going to guess it's a couple feet long. I mean, it can't be too big since it's nestled in there, but it's so nicely nestled in there that I just kind of want to leave it, because I'm sure if I were to wind it back up, it wouldn't fit in there as nice. It does have the little slot there so it can stick out the back. Batteries here, 4 C-cell batteries. So this unit was made in Hong Kong. The speaker is, as well as I can tell, about 3.5 inches or so. When I first got the radio, I did look it up online to see how many centimeters it was on, I think, the Radio Archive. And I can't remember, but it's about 3.5 inches. It has sound consistent with, if you look at these kinds of radios, what you'd expect from like a 4-inch speaker. So as far as my impressions of this radio, the sound is really great. I really miss this tone knob. It's missing from most newer radios of this size, and it really makes a lot of difference just having this tone knob. I'd compare the sound quality to the Sony ICF F10, which is probably my favorite sounding small portable radio like this out there now. This one I think sounds a little better because you do have the tone knob and you can adjust it, a little higher if you're listening to talk radio or you need the sound to carry further, or lower if you're listening to music. However your taste is. It can get pretty loud. This is at 5.
And I don't remember a penny he ever saved.
You start to get some distortion up around 7 there, kind of depending on what you're listening to. So good radio for music. FM reception is good. It's not as excellent as you would have with like a digital tuner, but for an analog tuner, it's good. AM, I did bring it home once to try the AM out at home, and I was able to pick up the same kind of faraway stations at night that I am with other portable radios of this size. I didn't spend a lot of time in AM, so I can't give you guys a real exact. I think AM was a little more important, I'm going to assume, in the 80s than it is now. So I'm guessing the ferrite bar is probably longer in the inside. If I ever break it, I'll let you guys know how long the bar is. The unit weighs about 4 pounds, which is with batteries in it, which is a lot heavier than modern equivalents, and that just kind of speaks to the overall fit and finish and just well built, good build quality of this radio. there's just a lot of little subtle things as far as the clarity of the dial. These Dayglow orange, accents. See, the tuner isn't exactly straight, so it's not perfect. I'm sure if it was made in America, it would have been better than Hong Kong in the 80s. But it's definitely a step up from what you'd expect to find out there today. So I paid a total with shipping about $35 for this on eBay, which I think it's a great deal. If you go up there and look at GE or some of the other better radio brands of yesteryear, you can find them new in the box like this. As long as they're not a super radio or whatever, you're going to pay a pretty reasonable price for them. And I think it's a real viable alternative to buying a new radio, of the same size. If you're looking for something that reminds you of the radio that your dad had when you were a kid, or that maybe you had your first radio, you used to jam out to Styx and Little River Band too. That's more 70s, but you should go up there and take a look. Sometimes you have to wait for a couple weeks in order to find the radio you want for a price that's reasonable. But I'm pretty impressed with this guy, and I'm glad I have it. And I do use it quite a bit here. Yeah, so that's my overview and review of this GE 7-2940B. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, and I'll let you know. I know some people have asked for to hear the radios more in the review. So for the last little bit here, I'll just turn it on, and you can listen if you want.
Don't disguise fear voting.
This prison is the doings of myself. Freedom ran away from me at 23. I broke the lock on one too many doors. My hungry hands would not behave when they got close to things they craved. I just got tired of being poor. I just got tired of being poor.
The first thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and a youngin's dream of growing up.